The last time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Yeah, they with us bad. And boy, it cost me dearly.
Oh, Kody. Kody Brown. We have a lot to discuss, you guys. What in the hell is going on with this man? He said what? We're going over Kody's PDA pity party and the mystery, the mysterious family fallout that basically never happened. Welcome, guys. I see everyone filtering in. It's going to be, I'm telling you right now, it's a warning. I'm putting the warning label. It's an incoming IQ rant. All my fellow ranters are welcome. So if you want to rant too, let me know. But there is so much. There is so much that this man spewed in the past, Sunday, that we have so much to go over, okay? And I want to welcome you guys. Welcome to the Gaslight Rodeo. Please keep your arms and your logic inside the vehicle at all times. Yeah, we have a lot to go over. Holy hell. What is Kody trying to pull? We're going to go through all of it. Don't worry. Let's talk about Kody flapping his forked tongue. And I don't know, I feel like he told on himself again. Okay? So you guys know I was minding my business. We were all watching this week's tell-all. We were hoping that something resembling accountability or truth would come out of the mouths of Kody and Robin, and it never happened. Okay, the man with the world's most tragic midlife crisis hairline decides to casually drop the phrase, "The last time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out." Not that there was a fallout, not that there was a fight. They basically got excommunicated. Well, what did he say? Excommunicated from the whole damn family. I mean, we already cut the dramatic cue, right? We can cue the eye twitch. We can cue the my soul leaving my body. Like Christine is basically, I see you, Caroline. She's calling BS. Basically, Christine leaving Coyote Pass. But here's what's interesting. This man can't remember birthdays. He can't name all his kids without cue cards. But this, he remembers? Okay. And here's the thing. When pressed by Suki, he couldn't even expound upon it. He was like, I'm not going there. Yeah, something with us bad. You guys need to help me fill in the blanks of what you think he said. They blanked with us. It was a beep. They blanked with us bad. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what four-letter word or F word you put in there. It pretty much means the same. But I would love to dissect it anyway. So we'll go over that here in a second. But what does this even mean? What do you mean it cost you dearly? Did the wives smear goat dung on Robin's car? Did Janelle challenge him to a duel? Did Mary blink twice in Morse code and summon her therapist, Nancy? What does they mess with us, or they shite with us, or they effed with us bad? It sounds like something a teenager would say after losing some game, some sport that they're playing. What does that mean, Kody? What do you mean he can't go there? There is so much. There's so much that we have to go over because tonight's theme, I need to let you know. Here's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Kody's gaslighting, Kody's deflection, and his self-pity. We're talking about themes tonight because the tell-all wasn't about telling. It was about Kody masterfully speaking his disgusting word vomit in vain. He was, I don't know. Every word is clickbait. It's word bait. Every sentence was a setup. And guess what? The theme was emotional manipulation. That's what this man does. That is what this man does. So here is what to expect, what we go over tonight, because there's a lot. I'm telling you, ranting incoming. I see you. Like number 17, I love it. Please like the video. I so appreciate it. Here's what we're expecting tonight. Okay. This is Kody's. We're dissecting his masterclass in manipulation. It's going to be a good one. So buckle in. Here's what we're going to go over. Okay. We're going over Kody's weaponized vagueness, which really irked me off. It really irked me off. We're going to be going over that because he's the master of that. Him and Robin, weaponized vagueness. Then we're going to go over his disgusting pity party theatrics. You know, Kody, you must have taken a playbook from Robin because you guys both do theatrics. She does it in a crying, whiny way. You do it in an angry, roid rage kind of way. And also, we are going to go over there seems to be a formula. Kody's blueprint for chaos, and this is part of it, by the way. He is king of deflection, and I'm going to tell you why. We are going to go over that. And last but not least, what we're going over tonight is Kody's classic narcissistic misdirection. He does it over and over and over again. And let's not forget the unspoken theme, by the way, how to keep the narrative confusing so you don't have to take accountability. That is what is going on. I told you. Do you remember, if you guys, all of my loyals that were here on Sunday when we watched together the tell-all, and I told you there is so much to dissect from this episode. We're going to have to go sometimes maybe twice a day to get through everything. That is what I'm talking about. This is how bad it was. This is how bad it was. I'm not playing around. You think I'm playing? No. So listen, we are, we're sleuthing this out. We're dissecting this. We're doing this together. I appreciate it. So I want to ask you this. Why is he saying this now? What is the point of Kody saying this now? Let's just play it again. Play it again. Because it's very important. Remember, there was a whole segment, probably, I would say 1/3 of the show, talking about PDA, Christine's lack of PDA, how they were affectionate when they were all together, what Robin wants now with PDA, what Kody wanted with PDA. It was a lot of PDA. So why is he saying what I'm about to show you again now? Listen to every word. Let's go again.
Time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Yeah, they with us bad. And boy, it cost me dearly.
Okay. What do you think, by the way, where is that? It cost him dearly. When Kody said they blank, so obviously some type of expletive. They blanked with us bad. What do you guys think it is? They effed with us bad? I'm assuming, is it they effed with us bad? That's the only thing I can think of. So let me know. I want to know what you guys think. But here's the thing. We need to go back. So now that you heard him, right? They mess with us. So he's the victim, right? He's the victim, guys. So I'm going to ask again. Why would he say this now? I have a question for you guys. What do narcissists do when they're cornered? What do they do when they're cornered? Think about it. Think about this. They invent a new drama. That's what they do. They invent a new drama. And what does Kody Brown do when someone starts asking him about his behavior? It's like there's a blueprint that's being laid out. Kody suddenly remembers some type of slight against him or Robin or some tragic event that he conveniently paints him and his lady love as victims. Classic DARVO. Agreed, Julianne. Agreed. Okay, it's like a textbook. Kody is classic textbook. Literally, page 143 out of the How to Be Manipulative Like Kody Brown playbook. He needed this man that you see on the screen. Guess what? He needed a diversion. He needed a new tale. He wanted something to mythologize the Robin era. And what better narrative that kind of does a whole bunch of things in one? Paints him as the victim, deflects, makes it seem as though they were just too in love and no one else can handle it. Once again, kind of putting the blame on the wives. He basically did a 3-for-1, not a 2-for, a 3-for-1. Like, that's what I'm saying. This man is unbelievable. Never mind the actual truth. Never mind that, which likely involved Robin probably, I don't know, steamrolling family boundaries again. Kody favoring her publicly in ways that made the other wives feel dismissed and devalued. Right? I mean, this man is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, like I said, what do narcissists do when they're cornered? They make stuff up. What is Kody doing? He's making stuff up. That's what he's doing. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Julianne. DARVO is an acronym for deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. Classic. Classic Kody. That's what he's doing. And let's get real. We know he's lying. We know that this man is lying. How do we know this? Let me put myself right there. There we go. How do we know this? Why would he lie? Because the damn man is allergic to accountability. He literally sneezes when confronted with consequences. Kody tells half truth because full ones require, guess what, guys? Too much self-reflection. And it obviously makes his wife look ridiculous, like a liar too. That's why he does it. He knows that we're all looking for answers, his wives, his children, the viewer. So what does he do? He dangles a mystery, but then he refuses to solve it? Okay. All right, Kody. Like, there's definitely more to the story, but I'm not telling you because I'm the victim and you should be feeling bad for asking. Well, guess what? We don't feel bad for asking. Here's the translation that he's trying to bestow upon us. He wants us to sympathize with him without requiring any evidence. He wants to guilt us into this stupid emotional investment, and it's not going to happen. And let's be real. If the other wives actually kicked him out over PDA, I wouldn't be surprised if someone else talked about it. Janelle would have narrated it. Wouldn't Robin have mentioned it because she can play her victim role? Robin didn't even talk about it. Robin was saying, well, Kody actually wants to do more PDA. Like what Robin said in response to Kody, because remember, I don't think that they were expecting. Kody probably just threw that out randomly because he hadn't had time for his tag team partner to have a retort or back up his story. Because Robin was basically doing the opposite. She was like, no, actually, Kody wants us to do more PDA, but I'm the one that says no. Not because of trauma. And Robin is a magnet for trauma. Of course she would mention it. So speaking of Robin, what if Kody is trying to protect Robin? I mean, is this somehow about Robin? I don't know. What kind of PDA? Holding hands, kissing? You guys have already done that on camera when Christine was pregnant. What other shady thing were you caught doing? Were you revealing private conversations? Were you stirring the pot? Were you making digs at the kids? Were you making digs at the wives? Were you taking their money and you're just trying to flip the story? Why does it seem like this vague PDA story is just a decoy? That's what I want to know. Because I think we all know if we've learned anything at this point, when things get ugly, Kody shields Robin like she's Joan of Arc. He seems to spin lies to make her seem harmless. She seems to spin lies to make him to temper down his craziness or selfishness. Oh, she's just my sweet, affectionate wife. Yeah, okay. Sure. I got some ocean water to sell you. Like, so here are here's what I really think. I had to put this as a gaslighting clip of the night. And I know we've played it, but I officially have to deem this the gaslighting clip of the night because this is absolutely insane. I can't believe that he's actually saying this, and it qualifies. It qualifies for it, guys. It does. What is he doing?
The last time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Yeah, they with us bad. And boy, it cost me dearly.
I mean, I don't even think Sakanya. I think she smelled the BS on that. I just do. Like, what was that? Stupid. So here are some life lessons that listen, Kody, you should really watch this show because we call out your BS. You could learn some things. I'm telling you, you really could. I want to go over some life lessons of basically what not to do. Okay? What not to do. Let's learn from Kody. Never do what he's doing. Number 1, don't lie about vague PDA events to cover up your family's estrangement. Don't do it. What are you doing? Uh-oh, rant incoming. Rant incoming. Sarah K has a rant. Thank you for the super chat. And the rant, Sarah K says, remember that episode when the adult toys and Kody and Robin's room? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were fine with it. Can it get any more egregious than that? What else? And the family didn't disown you then. Good point, Sarah. The family didn't. Wait, we need to see his face. Where are you? Let's come back here. The family did not, Kody, disown you then. So what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Good point, Sarah. Agreed. All right. So, yeah, don't lie about vague PDA events to cover up your family. As Sarah said, it can't get any worse than toys like that on the countertop. I think it was on a dresser or something. And they didn't disown you then. So I doubt that they're going to disown you now. Okay. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. Do not drop drama bombs that you refuse to unpack. You're being such a coward. Why even mention it? You didn't have to mention it. If you don't want to talk about it, like just look at how defensive he is. I'm not talking about it. Well, then why did you bring it up? Where is it? Why didn't it work? Don't you do this to me. Let me try this one. Hold on.
Got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
But you did just go there. You're not going there. What a master manipulator. If you're not going there, then why the hell did you bring it up? Like, because you wanted to bring it up and you did want to go there. Because whatever is in our mind is going to be probably a lot worse than what it is. Why didn't? And actually, you know what? This pisses me off now that I think about it, because Takanya a lot of times goes back and tells Kody what the other wife said. Like with the double date thing. She came back to Kody and said, "Well, actually, such and so said A, B, C, and D." Why couldn't she do this with this? She should have asked all the other wives, what event happened that can you guys corroborate what Kody is saying? Did this or did this not happen? What could he be talking about? And Robin too. I mean, we knew she would have lied, but I would have loved to see it. Come on. Insane. All right, so let's just go back. So that is lesson number 2. Lesson number 3. Don't pretend love is persecution when you're just being rejected. Right? That's what he does. He plays victim with everything, with everyone, always, all the time. All the time. And number 4, and please, please don't protect people who manipulate others and call it loyalty, because that is what this man does. Stupid. It's dumb, guys. Okay, so humor me for a second, okay? Humor me. Let's just play the what if game. I know you guys don't want to, but we got to do it just for the benefit of the doubt. Let's say on some alternate universe in a planet far, far away that he's telling a version of the truth. Okay, let's humor him for a second. Let's say he's telling the truth. Okay, just for funsies. I was really trying to give some type of benefit of the doubt if this is possible, that this actually happened. Let's just say that Kody wasn't pulling a woe is us monologue out of his curly haired split ends, okay? So, what plausible theories could have happened during this so-called PDA incident? I really had to rack my brain with this one. I really did. Oh, I smell the sarcasm. Melinda's like, "Oh, IQ, you are so cute." I hear the bless your heart. But I really tried to. If you guys have some possible logical theories, let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so let's just say, right? We're in an alternate universe. Could it have been a post Garrison Fallout diversion? Because let's face it, the timing of Kody's PDA pity tale, it seems kind of convenient. The family is, reeling from that tragedy, and it rocked the brown world, and it finally ripped the rose-colored filter off Kody's fun dad image, like for good, like done. Now you can't really repair that. And suddenly the narrative was shifting. Kody wasn't a loving father. He was absent. He was cruel. He was emotionally neglectful. So as the walls are closing in, even when he was battling with his boys, Kody drops this PDA nugget to redirect the pain, because it couldn't have been now. They were already disowned by this point. It had to have been before. It can't be something that happened in the past year. So if the focus is on some vague, repressed family betrayal from years ago, no one maybe would ask the real questions like, why didn't you reach out to your sons? Why weren't you there? And most importantly, why would Janelle have to grieve alone? See, this is what I'm talking about. Classic misdirection. This is not about Kody having PDA and him being ostracized and punished because he loved Robin. This is not about PDA. It is about distraction. Okay, so The other theory that I was kind of thinking about was maybe, I don't know, maybe this happened, right? Robin and Kody were pulling the, oh my gosh, we love each other and we're soulmates, right? Maybe this happened before Christine left, because he said that once this happened, the family, what did he say? The family, let me just hold on. What did he say once he left? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. What did he say? Hold on.
The last time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out.
We got kicked out. Well, okay, so the only thing that I can think of, he's saying we got kicked out, is the only thing I can think of that happened way before. This was like around the time Christine left, is what I'm thinking, because at that time the family chose sides. And they were basically, it had nothing to do with PDA. It had to do with their actions and their behavior. But I don't know, was this around, because once Christine left, that also involved the COVID rules, it involved the holidays, it involved custody. So I don't know. Maybe it was his complete failure to parent the children that he already has. Maybe it's that. Hold on, I want to make a check. I see Vicky said lost audio. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I just want to make sure, because that is a bad word in this chat. Was audio gone for a second? Let me know. 1 in the chat. Okay, did I ever lose audio? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, that scared me. I was like, no, I was on a really good rant. Okay, good. So while Christine is basically, she's there, she's fighting her. Let me put Christine on the stage. Look at her. She's so happy and she's so in love right now. But while Christine, we have to go back to that miserable time, what, like 3 years ago, where she was fighting for her last shred of dignity. And also, let's just go to Janelle, because during that time, Janelle was there. She was trying to get Kody to pick up the damn phone and call her sons. Kody and Robin are playing cute couple in the background, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a Zoom call to discuss things and they were getting all handsy, a little back rub, a soft giggle. I don't know. A whisper in the ear. Maybe something where they were like, okay, you guys go. If you guys just want to spend time with yourselves, then go do that. We're going to go do our own thing, which it still sounds insane. But like I said, we're on another planet and we're thinking about other theories here. I know. It doesn't really sound plausible, right? But I don't think it was a PDA, regardless of if this did happen. It was probably the gall of the PDA. It was probably the timing. It was probably inappropriate if that did happen. If we are to take Kody for his face value, which is, there's not much of a face to be had if we're taking him at face value. The fact that Kody can emotionally bulldoze his wives and emotionally abandon the kids of another, and then smooch Robin like she's the victim in a what's a director that does really sad movies? Whatever. But a really sad, tragic movie? Please. So no, Kody, you didn't get kicked out because of PDA. Nope. Nope. You got dumped by women with self-respect who were tired of watching you play Ken to Robin's Barbie dream house. Okay? The rest of the family was starved for affection and no. Probably just his basic acknowledgement, basic needs that Christine said she just had to do on her own. Everything. Everything. She was basically a single woman for, I don't know, like 14, 15 years. So Christine and Janelle, honestly, I don't even know if Mary's a factor. I really don't. Just in this situation with PDA, because there's no way Mary would have been fine with anything. She would have been fine with Kody and Robin making out on the couch and she just sitting there, as long as he still wanted to be with her. We know this. I mean, Mary's not in that place now, but years ago she was. So this has nothing, I don't think. If this is true, remember, we're on a different planet. So if there was shreds of truth to this, Mary wouldn't give a damn. So it has to be Janelle, Christine, or one of Janelle or Christine's children who basically have a lot of pull and influence where the other kids kind of respect and follow them. It's got to be. And that's why I say Janelle and Christine. So them or their adult children didn't throw you out because you kissed Robin or you hugged her or I don't know, you were massaging her hand or her leg or whatever. They left because you were a man who weaponized affection. They left because you were only loyal to one life who you treated like a king. And then you expected the rest to just settle for crumbs and you call that a plural marriage? I think not. No. No, 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 no. No, absolutely not. So here's something that I thought that was interesting. Because this one might have teeth. There's like a third theory that, I don't know, in this weird land, I don't know. Kody claims, yeah, they kicked us out after PDA. But if you line up the timeline with the family events that we know about, the truth is more likely that PDA maybe happened around the time that the adult kids refused to spend holidays with Kody and Robin. Could it have been around that time? Darlene, thank you. Darlene says McKelty at the funeral. Oh, so Darlene thinks that the family, they kicked us out. Is that what he said? Were those his words? Yeah, they got kicked out. That's what he said. Hold on. Let's just go back to that real quick.
Kicked out?
We don't need to hear you. You got kicked out, and he doesn't want to talk about it. Such a manipulator. What a turd. Okay. So yeah, so he's saying we got kicked out of the family. But the thing is, Darlene, okay, so let's just work with this. I like this, Darlene. I like it. Thank you for pointing this out. But in the grand scheme of things, as much as McKelty is a very sweet woman with an amazing family and an amazing mom and an amazing family, does McKelty really have pull and respect of all of the OG kids the same way that some of the other OG kids do? Like, and when I say that is, I don't mean that they don't respect her. Obviously, they respect her. She's like an amazing force in the family. But what I'm saying is, would she be able to be like, hey, the whole family, you need to kick them out and like not speak to them? And they do it? I don't know. I feel like that pull could come from like Madison. I feel like she kind of has that pull. I feel like probably Hunter and probably Logan. However, I don't think that Logan just doesn't seem like he has the personality to do that. But I don't know. I just feel like there's several people where they have most of the kids' respect. You know how it is. It's just life at work, in your family, and with your friend group. Like there's always some people that you would follow more than others, even though everyone has their role. I can't see McKelty doing that. I don't know. But maybe. So you guys let me know. Hold on. Let me go. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Honey brought that. Hold on. I'm trying to read your comments. I'm trying to see. What do you guys think of what Darlene is saying, guys? I kind of think so too. Kismet said no, it's something that Maddie would say. That's like kind of what I think. However, okay, Darlene said over a funeral, emotional highs and lows. True. That is true. Okay, so maybe. But what? Okay, I feel like, gosh, that just seems so. What the hell happened? If in part 4, Sookie doesn't follow up on this, because this is probably one of the most salacious things that has come out of a 4-part tell-all. If you were not going to say anything, Sookie, but you go back and talk about the possible double date with David, but not this, I'm going to be pissed, and I think a lot of you guys are too. Hold on. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so Sarah said, well, McKelty's closest to Kody and Robin. They might have said it, and they would listen. But they didn't listen because it seems like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but that would mean that there was something that they could rectify. Like, they would have to listen because they're saying, "Hey, what did I do wrong? Yeah, we won't do it again. Oh, I'm so sorry that we did this." It seems like they just got kicked out and there was no explanation. And he said he got burned and he got kicked out of the family because of it. It just doesn't make sense to me, but I want to know what you guys think. It could be. It'll never come out. See, and that's the thing which is interesting. Hold on. Where was that? Who said that? Mm. Oh man, you guys had a really good point. Hold on. Where was it? Hold on. Oh, thank you. Wallace said there's 148 in chat. I noticed. Just takes a second to hit the like button. Just poke it. Yes, I love that sentiment. Thank you. I hope you guys do like it. Hold on. Okay, I want to know. Oh man, where did the comment go? I'm so sorry. There was a really good one. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Unless the comment was deleted or something. What the hell? Okay. I like this one. Okay, so too many were pissed in that photo. So Belly Buttons thinks there were too many people pissed in that photo. Something probably happened that day, right? I think I have some of them here. Let's see. So there's McKelty. She's pissed. Or you know what? I can't say she's pissed, but it looks like she's pissed based on her body language. I don't see anyone pissed there. I don't see anyone else really pissed there, but just, the McKelty photo. So, yeah, I mean, it could be something that happened during that time. It could be. But here's what would be even more disrespectful, because even McKelty, do you remember that she said, hold on, she said this. She said, there are things that happened during the recent funeral that are the reason for that. We won't be talking about those events. So they didn't want to talk about those events. So if Kody, for whatever reason, is throwing that out there, why would he do that? He shouldn't even give us a crumb like that, because it's supposed to stay with the family, especially events like that. Janelle didn't mention anything. Christine didn't mention anything. None of the OG kids mentioned anything during the tell-alls, because they want to keep that private. So why would he throw that out there? That would be insane, because it's a nugget that you shouldn't dangle. And is that maybe why he did it? Is that another strategic reason why this pig did that? Because he knows that no one else is going to talk about it? He knows that no one's going to retort because it's something they don't want to talk about? Maybe. Maybe. That's like a very lawyer thing to do if that's the case. And we're speculating here, but that's what he wants us to do, because he doesn't want to get into it. So he throws out a grenade. And then it's like, well, no, just leave it there. Like, don't grab it. Like, don't say anything. Just pretend it's not there. You're the one that put it there. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? And you know what? Maggie brings up a good point. See, that's why I like doing this as a group. Maggie said, why would he get kicked out for PDA when David and Christine are all about PDA? I don't know. Was the PDA, wait a second, maybe, do you think maybe this? Do you think somehow word got back that Robin and Kody, you see them on their, I was going to say Brokeback Mountain. It's not. With their Yellowstone romance trope with Robin saying that she looks yummy? Could that be it? Like somehow they knew about that months ago and they were pissed? I mean, I could see that. I thought it was disrespectful. Is that what they're talking about? I mean, I guess possibly. Maybe. But you were already disowned by that at that point. So now I don't know. That wouldn't even make sense. That wouldn't make sense. But let's just say, okay, I'm throwing this out there. I want to get Janelle's bright, shiny face up here. Actually, I shouldn't say shiny. Smiley face up here. So I still think, I feel like the timeline lines up with maybe it happened around not the funeral, not the tragedy, but maybe when the adult kids refused to spend time like the holidays with Kody and Robin. Because remember the moment from season 17 and 18 when Janelle and her kids, they were done, like DUN, begging for scraps of love, and they started to set their own boundaries. And then the boys, they were iced out. Christine was gone. Janelle was on edge. It was all unraveling, and Kody was being a complete jerk, complete a-hole with Janelle.
You have cheated me out of my family.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I mean, do you know what I mean? I remember that. I remember that. You remember that. It was all unraveling. So now imagine Kody invites people over or tries to arrange a peace meeting. Remember, we are in the alternate reality world, okay? Trying to give Kody the benefit of the doubt. I know, sounds stupid, but even all of these make no sense because I think it's a damn lie. That's why. I think it is, you guys. I think it's a damn lie. But we're going with this. So, I don't know. So let's say Kody's trying to invite people over and he's trying to arrange a peace meeting and some type of, I don't know, kumbaya. Maybe no one came and he was trying to FaceTime people and Robin was giving him hugs of comfort and they were like, no, we don't want to be around you. Shame on you. Why are you hugging her during Christmas? You're disgusting. And then they cried. Kody and Robin cried in each other's arms because they were basically being chastised by their family, treated horribly. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, maybe he said it because he can't handle Christine and David's PDA. That's a good, I mean, right? Talk about a reverse Uno there. Talk about what is that called when you, oh, and there's a term for that. When you want someone to do the opposite of what you're doing. What is that? It's not gaslighting. Why can't I think of that? Tell me, you guys chat, let me know why. I have a fog. I can't think of what it is. But you're what? What is that when you psychologically manipulate someone to do the opposite of what they wanted to do? No, but there's like an actual term for that. Is it reverse psychology? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like there's another word, but whatever. This is shady. Valentine said dog psychology. Maybe it is reverse psychology. Maybe that's what it is. But maybe that's what he's doing. Who knows? Who knows? Because this all just sounds absolutely ridiculous. My theories. It does. Uh-oh. Okay, rant incoming. Melinda said, thank you for the $5 super chat and rant. Melinda said, his eyes and ours lips move and lies fall out. Lies! Reverse psychology. Yep. I think what you meant is Hibbs and Robin's lips move and lies fall out, right? Now that I think about it, I think that's what you meant. His and Robin's lips move and lies fall out. Yes. Liars. Let's just do this one again.
You have cheated me out of my family.
Why the fuck you lying?
Thank you, Melinda. That is so true. And so apropos. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. I like that. It is so true. So I don't know. Him and his stupid, I'm going to be loyal. Oh, I'm going to love the wife that's loyal to me is nonsense. Okay. So him claiming that PDA is what ruined the family is actually disgustingly disrespectful and it minimizes what actually happened. This is not about PDA. It's not even just about physical and emotional PDA. This is Kody being performative This is him being a complete dunce. This is his declaration of favoritism with Robin. This did not get him kicked out. It's not. It confirmed what everyone already knew. Kody has picked a side. He picked a side from season 1. Done. And this has nothing to do with people being upset about his PDA with Robin. Can it get any worse, by the way? By the way. Can we talk about, just like you guys said, Christine and David do PDA all the time, and no one's offended by that, right? We saw oh, there was another one. There was another instance of PDA recently, and no one was offended by that. I can't think of it. But even remember when Christine was pregnant and Kody and Robin are smooching as she's giving birth? If there was a time to disown you, it would have been then. The family didn't disown you then. Oh, I know what it was. It was the he's yummy. It's the he's yummy. Hold on. Let me get that. Kody so yummy. During something that is so inappropriate. Here we go. Here we go. This. Oh, I need to remove some things. Hold on. Remove that. Let me grab it again. Again and again. Let me grab it. Okay. This one.
Knew what he was doing, so in control. It's a lot of fun. It's rawr, you know, it's yummy.
It's so yummy. Really? Really? Okay. All right, Robin. Kody's yummy. That is disgusting, I think. And then her loving up on him on the horse like he's like Kevin Costner. What is that? You should get kicked out of the family for that. That's the only thing that makes sense. But like I said, they were already ostracized at that moment, so I don't think that that's when he was kicked out. So when this moron, hold on, let me pull him up on the screen. Where is he? When this moron right here, this one, when he reframes the truth, they kicked us out. They kicked us out. No, they didn't kick you out. This is how he wants us to see it. He wants us to see it so dramatic. So dramatic. He wants us to, he really believes that he's selling something here. Remember, he said he's a salesman. This is how he wants us to see it.
Time Robin and I showed PDA with the family, we got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Yeah, they with us bad. And boy, it cost me dearly.
So stupid. That's how he wants us to see it. Like, oh my gosh, Kody, oh, shame on you, oh my gosh. Shame on them for treating you that way. It's not going to happen, sir. No one kicked you out. You are reframing the truth. Okay? They backed away slowly, tiptoeing, and they closed the door quietly on your disgusting tantrum. That's what they did. Irritating. This man is irritating. And another thing that makes absolutely no sense, if he's so traumatized that he doesn't want to talk about it, if he really was, this doesn't make any sense. Riddle me this, my people. Riddle me this. If he's so traumatized that he was kicked out of his family just for loving Robin, literally, then why would he do this? Seriously, why? Hold on. Why would he do? Why would he do? I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. Okay, it's the 26th. There we go. It's this. Why would he do that? Why would he do this? Why would he pretend? Why would he even do that? You're supposed to be traumatized, sir. You're supposed to you got disowned for doing PDA, but now you want to do this to her photo, right? Doesn't that just seem for someone that's supposed to be this traumatized man? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? I rest my case, Your Honor. Makes no sense. That's why this man is a liar. Kody. Tina is being shady as hell. Tina said, is licking a trauma response? In this case, you know what? Yes, he is traumatized as hell. That's what this is. This right here is the face of a traumatized man, people. This. He is traumatized. So much so for doing PDA with his wife, for holding her hand, and they got banished for their love. And he's so traumatized that now he's licking. He wants to do this with the photo or whatever of Robin during the tell-all a long time ago. Like, it doesn't even... It doesn't. Can you guys put the lie detector test in there for all my members? Because we need one. Big, fat liar. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. I got to... Sorry, I just got an idea. I had to write that down. That's going to be a good one. You guys will know what I'm talking about here in a second. So, I have some questions. I want to know your thoughts. But first, let's just play this whole thing. We got to hear him in his entirety. This is a jam. This is a good one. And then we will be right back.
This is awkward. It's so awkward. Oh my god. So awkward. This is awkward. It's so awkward. Oh my god. So awkward.
Let's just put it this way. Robin was good at communicating with me, at loving me, and respecting herself. Okay?
Yeah, this is awkward. It's so awkward. Oh my god, so awkward.
I was younger. I think I actually had way more respect for Mary than I did for Janelle, and probably way more respect for Janelle and Mary than I did for Christine.
So awkward.
But they did Robin's makeup.
I know.
It was magical. I can't get over that.
Yeah, this is awkward. It's so awkward. Oh my god, so awkward.
Every time I look at that picture, I'm like,
Wow.
delicious looking.
It's so awkward. Oh my god, so awkward.
Actually, I forgot about this part. Hold on. This right here. Okay. He's talking about Robin being delicious looking right here. This is right before the tell-all. Shouldn't he be traumatized? If this is what got you kicked out, why are you joking, licking, talking about her being delicious looking? Why? And even Robin isn't traumatized. If this is what kicked her out of the family, why is she laughing? I see you, belly buttons. No, I will not, ma'am. No, I will not, because I am going to keep playing that. It would take a lot for that to get retired. It's amazing. That's an amazing one. It doesn't make any sense. So, my question is, was there a PDA scandal? Okay, here's my... Oh my God. Was there? Did it actually cost Kody dearly? My answer to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is hell no. You know what did, though, cost him his family? His narcissism did that. His favoritism did that. His inability to self-reflect did that. If Kody lost his family, it wasn't because he kissed Robin or caressed her hand or her knee or whatever. It's because he kissed off everyone else. But, okay, Kody, go ahead. Play the blame affection game. That's cute. And when I say cute, I mean that's disgusting. I'm being facetious. You know, my my outrage fuels my roasts with him. It does. So if you're watching this on the replay and you're yelling at the screen, put it in the comment section, because I guarantee you there will be so many people that like your comment because they feel the same way that you do. I'm passing the rage collection plate because, man, did this man spew word vomit after vomit after vomit to where we have to dissect it every day. Rant incoming. Rant tomorrow incoming. So much just out of this one sentence. Well, actually, whatever. His little diatribe there, just out of that. So many. Just disgusting. It just makes me fired up. It's disgusting. So, what do you guys think actually happened during this PDA fallout of doom? Put the word true if you believe him. Put the word lie in caps. So all capital letters. True if you believe him. Lies if you think he's a big fat liar. What do you think? Do you think that the PDA happened? The PDA fallout? True or lie? Let me know. Drop out your batshit crazy theories now, because we all know Kody's not going to give us a real one. Okay, I don't see any truths. I see lie, 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 lie. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That is a good one, Carolyn. Lies. I don't see any truths. I don't see any truths. Liar, liar. Yeah. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Kody. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Kody. So I have something to say. By the way, at some point, like I said, we have to do a twofer because we got to go over this Akanya interview, but there's still so much word vomit out of these two that we have to dissect. So much that just pisses me the hell off and probably pisses you off too. Another rant is definitely going to be incoming, but if you guys made it all the way to the end of this video, you're my favorite. All of you guys are my favorite. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to the live chatters. Thank you to those that watch on the replay, my replay gang. Thank you to those that comment. Thank you to those that comment on other people's comments. Thank you to those that like other people's comments, my comments, all of it. You guys are amazing. You make this little universe happen. Our gang is a tough and mighty one. You guys are amazing. You bring the snark. You bring the laughter. You bring the comments, the thoughts. You make it what it is. And I would not be here without you. So thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the rant chats, basically, that came in. I'm glad that it wasn't just me ranting today. You guys helped to create and make the show. And you know what I do? I always try to do something that reflects what we talked about today. And I know that there is a song so fitting for what we talked about today. They're actually, let me know which song do you think fits today, because I know what I'm going to be playing. I just want to know if you guys agree, because this one is for you, Kody. You've earned it. This is for you. There's no better song to represent what you did tonight than what we're about to play. So, all right. Love you guys. I will see you in a few hours. And when I say that, I mean tomorrow. But so look out. There's going to be one in the morning. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I'm sorry. My schedule is hectic. But soon there's going to be a twofer. I'm kind of feeling like maybe it'll be tomorrow. But right now I don't know. So just make sure your post notifications are turned on, because at any time I could just be going live. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. Love you. Bye.
well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on money, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature? That's like every other week. Talk behind my back. I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him.